Hi there, Mickey Mankus here, and welcome to Out the Back Door. I'm really out the back door today. I am hunting for black trumpet mushrooms. Let's get picking. So as I'm scanning around here, I don't know if you can see any. You really have to look closely. And here's an example. Those are black trumpet mushrooms. They're delicious, and this is what I come a long distance for. The black trumpets, they're normally bigger. I don't know if I'm here a little early. Most of the other mushrooms have been a lot earlier, but if you can see, it actually looks like a little trumpet. It's hollow all the way down through. And this belongs to the chanterelle family. These are delicious. I dehydrate these because they intensify the flavor of them even more before I initially use them. There's several areas that I am going to be hunting for these. This is a new area, and so I'm kind of fumbling around because I came across this last year by accident. And there were so many of them. It was just like, but it was way past season. So I'm going to continue looking along on the ground here and searching. They happen to like the area that there's oak leaves. So wherever there's oak trees and the oak leaves are falling down and everything, it is fall time right now. So as I said, I might be a little bit early. There's one other place that I know for sure where they grow. And if they're really small over there also, then I'll know that I can come back in a week or two and I should get some really nice sized ones. These are delicious. They're known as a gourmet mushroom. So it's black trumpet, black chanterelle. They kind of grow in groups. They also grow in just a couple and over here. And sometimes they grow individually. So it isn't that you're looking for a specific thing all the time. They'll scatter all over the place. These are real babies. There's a bunch of small ones here, clusters of them, and I'll check on these in a couple of weeks. Okay, I was just trying to uncover these so I could cut them on the bottom. And look at this little guy I found. Oh, I'm interrupting his nap. See any black trumpets? Well, for starters, this isn't oak. It's popple. But guess what? You really have to look hard. You see them back there? I do. But you really have to look hard. Okay, this is usually a spot, I can see some more, where I pick a lot of them, but generally the leaves are off the trees by now. So I'm thinking I may actually be a tiny bit early, which is okay. At least I know where they are and how we're doing as far as there are a few here. We've really gotten a lot of rain at home in the last month, which I've had mushrooms popping up everywhere, and that's why even like the pig ear mushroom, violet chanterelle, they were doing fantastic, and I had to go about a half an hour by wheeler through the woods to get here, and it was really dry. I was surprised because I thought during the summer this area really got a lot of water. So I'm gonna pick what I can find here right now. There's lots of flies and sandflies out here. So I'll show you more later. It's been a couple of weeks since I had initially gone out and I was harvesting black trumpet mushrooms. black chanterelles. And I figured that I was a little bit too early, and now a couple of days ago my husband and I went out to the area that I normally pick black trumpets. The only problem is we weren't really finding a whole lot, and we came to the conclusion it's been way too dry, because we did find little patches here and there of small black trumpets that had come up, but they only got so big and they dried out. They died right away. And I didn't realize that there was such a lack of moisture in this area that we generally go and hunt. So we did check the two places we do look for them, that we know that they normally grow, and we were able to harvest a small amount. I'd say probably this much in two different places that normally I would harvest more than this. So that sent us on a journey, venturing out even further yet. As I had mentioned 2 weeks ago in the video, you'd be able to find them where there's maple trees, popple, and also oak. They do grow a lot around oak. And what the black trumpet likes to grow in is decaying matter. So the leaves that are falling from deciduous trees and rotting wood that's on the ground and everything, check around logs like I had mentioned and showed you, because you're going to find more black trumpets in those areas. I've got a few pictures here that I'll show you that I did take while we were up there looking. I didn't get a chance to do any video footage. We were just too much on the move, trying to find, and we kept focusing, looking for oak trees. We did come across a couple of new patches, and there was one area that was actually a lot of moss. So it was moisture there, and I had never seen the black trumpets growing up in moss before. I know they do, but I have never come across that. So I actually picked one of the large bags here, just under one tree area surrounding it, and a lot of it was in the moss, and they were decent size. I've got some emptied out here already. I've got to get these cleaned tonight and in the dehydrator. So I've got 10 racks here. I've got 2 dehydrators I'm going to be running. And any of them that I'm not able to fit into there, I do have some stainless steel racks that go into the dehydrator. I'll just lay them out on there so that they're ready to go in the morning. It doesn't take very long to dehydrate them. But the one thing that I do want to mention is the black trumpet is a gourmet mushroom, and it's highly sought after. I've seen prices for it. Fresh black trumpets sell anywhere from $35 to $40 a pound for fresh ones, and the dehydrated ones, say for a 4-ounce bag, I've seen it go for $45. So they're not inexpensive. It is a treat to have, and that's why I like to go out foraging for these. I did come across some different colored ones, and they are all in the same family. Some of them had more of a browny orange on the outside. For the most part, they are a lighter color brown. You can find them brown, gray, black. As you can see, the interior, this one is very black. That's what we were kind of looking for. What we normally come across is they're very black on the inside and outside. And we were finding more of them that were brown in color. Now they really don't have like gills or anything like that. They are in the chanterelle family, but at the same time, a typical golden chanterelle would have your veins going down all the way. And to me, this represents and looks more like a pig ear mushroom, a violet chanterelle. It has more of those characteristics. It's got a fruity smell to it. It's got a wonderful fruity smell to it. And when you dehydrate it, it actually intensifies the flavor of it. And that's why I'm going to do that, besides the fact of storing it. They're very easy to rehydrate. I make my own cream of mushroom soup and can it, and I do use the black trumpets in there. So it's a treat when I use that. So anyway, I'm going to start cleaning up the mushrooms because I have a lot to do.
They're easy to see. When I'm putting them on the dehydrator, I'm just going to kind of break them apart, the larger ones, and that way I can inspect a little bit better. It's easy to pull out any little type of, say, pine needle or anything. It was interesting how many I had picked that had acorns drop down in them. So, I mean, as they're growing underneath an oak tree and the acorns are falling. And that's another thing I did notice is there was a lot of deer trails in these vicinities that I was finding more of the black trumpets. But anyway, so I'm going to get going and I'm going to clean these up and get these dehydrated so I can get them packaged. I hope you enjoyed this little video on black trumpet mushrooms. This is probably one of my most favorite. And if you did enjoy this, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and I'd really like to hear from you. So until next time, I want you to have a wonderful day. God bless.